Hi guys, and welcome to another video from Chris's Footy Kicks. So this is a follow-up to my unboxing from probably about a week, 10 days ago in regards to the Nike Tiempo Luxe. So we've got a bit to talk about with this boot. Yeah, Nike Tiempo Luxe. Let's get into it. So guys, the Nike Tiempo Luxe, made in Montebelluna, in this kind of deep wine burgundy color. I don't even know where to start on this one, guys. Unofficially, Nike, if you are listening, not that you will be listening to this video, but you officially have killed the Nike Tiempo range. The history, the legend, everything about it. Nike Tiempo for me has been around for years, pretty much like going back to Eric Cantona. Nike did a massive campaign back in the 90s with Eric Cantona. The boot had a fold over tongue, simple black, white leather football boot, nice big white tick. The inside had kind of elastic around the tongue, so when you slid your foot into it, it was super comfortable. It was a lovely boot. And then there's been various different iterations and variations over the years, until we got to this iteration, the 10, where they decided that they were going to get rid of the leather. Bold move, as we are all aware. It didn't really go down too well with your leather aficionados. So Nike last year released an emerald green and a kind of like metallic white color, a limited edition boot. I hadn't worn the 10. I had the 9, which was okay, not that great. It was all right. It was an okay boot. So I went out and indulged on the green, emerald green version, which, as I've said previously in a review, was probably the worst boot I've ever worn. So that got sold, and that brings me to this iteration, this version, this made in Montebelluna. Now, Montebelluna is renowned for making leather football boots. Italy, a great country for making leather goods, renowned for it. So what Nike have tried to do with this boot is they've tried to make it appear like a leather football boot. You've got this stitching across the front here, but it's still basically the Fly Touch Plus upper. It's a synthetic, it's not leather. Overall, it's a nice looking boot, as you can say. Don't get me wrong, there are some quality control issues, which I brought up in my unboxing. If I bring this into the camera here, you can see that the metallic red has come off the back of the Tiempo. That was obviously before I'd even worn them. As usual with your Nike, this funky chrome iridescent bottom, they always warn you that that's going to come off. Okay, I'll take that one on the chin. That's not a problem at all. In my opinion, it's about time that someone stops this. Someone makes a paint or something that this doesn't come off, both Adidas and Nike, and probably Puma with these new F1 versions that are coming out Friday. But this boot, essentially, it's just a Legend 10, just kind of tweaked a little bit. As I said, the green version was probably the worst boot I've ever worn, ever. It was just horrendous. I had the most awful game in it. I just didn't get on with it, to the point where I actually changed it halfway through the game. I took it off and I never wore it again. I just basically cleaned it and then sold it. And that brings me to this version. So as you can see, I don't even know what to say, guys, in all honesty. It's just, the upper is super stiff. This boot is so uncomfortable. It's unbelievable. It made my feet hurt in every session I wore it. And it's in my usual US 9.5, UK 8.5 size. The length is perfect. It fits perfectly with the length, so it wasn't that, but it's just so stiff. There's no giving it at all. It's so uncomfortable. The sole plate, we've got these nice short studs here on the bottom, rounded studs. The pressure points on my feet hurt. I haven't worn a boot that have hurt my feet this badly in such a long time. It's unreal. I couldn't even tell you the last time I wore a boot that actually hurt my feet this much. It hasn't given at all. It seems fairly pliable, okay, and it moves and great and stuff like that, but it doesn't really mold to your feet. It's just so stiff. It just doesn't give. It was so uncomfortable to wear. At the end of it, so I had a practice session with the school kids, which I was involved in, that lasted about 2 hours. And then I had about a half-hour break before I was then coaching the second lot of kids that I coach with. I had to take the boots off. I literally had to take them off and wear my sliders because my feet were hurting that much. The lockdown is adequate. It's not super anything brilliant. But yeah, Nike. I don't even know where to start with Nike anymore, to be honest with you. There's not really a boot at the moment I would even probably go out and spend my money on, in all honesty. The Mercs are meh. The Tiempo is just a nothing boot. I must admit I haven't worn the Phantoms or whatever they are at the moment, but I have no desire to go and purchase them. So yeah, at the moment, I've got to be honest, I just don't feel anything for Nike. I don't know where they're going. I don't know what direction they're trying to go in. What are they trying to do? Can someone answer me the question? Can someone tell me what they're trying to achieve? Because this, although it is a great looking boot, and it is a great looking boot, it is super nice looking, as you can see, but the actual performance of it is atrocious. And how you can say that it's made in Montebelluna when, okay, yeah, it says made in Montebelluna, but it's not really. It's not a leather football boot. It's not a premium leather boot at all. It's just a synthetic upper. They've just re-engineered it slightly and then done some different stitching on it to kind of make it look leather. Other than that, it's not a leather boot. It's just so disappointing, Nike. It's just so disappointing, and I am disappointed. And at this moment in time, I can't really see myself buying a Nike football boot. I just can't, because they just don't do anything for me. It's, for the price that this costs and what they're charging people, and to have such a disappointing boot, and to the point where you kind of like, I don't want to wear that anymore. I'd quite happily just never wear this boot ever again and just get rid of it, because it does nothing for me. It does nothing for me. And that's all I have to say. It's kind of a bit of a rant, but more to the point, it's not a rant, because it's so disappointing to where the Tiempo used to be to where it is now. It's poles apart. It's poles apart. It really is. And it's super, super disappointing. Super disappointing. I don't even know what to say. Thanks for watching, guys. I don't really have anything else to say. If you've got any questions on the boot or anything like that, then please put it in the comments. But yeah, I just think at this moment in time, Nike really need to go away and just look at where they are going with their boots, because the Merc is not a speed boot. It is a speed boot, but it doesn't feel like a speed boot. It's just there for the masses, so it's not anything super special. And there was a point in time where Nike made special boots for everybody, and now they're just a middle of the road meh brand, in my opinion. And as it stands, there's no boot out there that I would really want to put on and try, and that's how I feel. So apologies, Nike, you're probably not even going to watch this video, but that's where I'm at with it. As I said, it's one of those boots. Just don't waste your money, guys. Just don't waste your money. Don't. That's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. There's not really anything to review. The tech specs and stuff really aren't any different to the normal Legend 10 Elite. It's just a slightly different color and slightly different engineered with the upper. But again, it's super stiff. I found it uncomfortable, and I certainly won't be wearing it again. Thanks for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Please smash a like. We've got some more reviews coming shortly, hopefully. And yeah, keep watching, guys. Thanks very much. Speak to you soon.